Let's start with your reading, Sagittarius. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. And also, I am selecting people for free personal readings. In case you do need a personal reading, just keep watching to know how to get selected. Now, let's see what messages we have for you. Okay. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Fool, but it's followed by Judgment, which changes the meaning of it a little bit. Right here, we see that someone is ready to go back to square one or square zero, actually. What you see right here is an energy that will either impact you or someone around you, someone who maybe you've had in your life, in your past. And right here, you see that this person, it's starting to reevaluate their own actions, certain things that they have said, perhaps certain things that they have done or they have not done. Overall, you are about to enter a period of redemption, Sagittarius. And I do believe that it will come especially from this person right here. Someone who now is having some sort of awakening inside of them. And it's maybe realizing that walking away from you or doing something that made you split up, it's something that right now they're not really proud of. So when you get this sort of energy, especially for the main energy, you usually have to expect someone from the past to show up in your current environment. And this message is definitely supported by these two cards that we have in the middle of the reading, Death Reversed and Six of Swords. Honestly, the first message that I see here is someone who is saying right now, I have tried to move on. I have. And maybe at some point I even wanted to. But right now, I realize that I am the one who is resisting the same change that I have initiated. And so clearly right here, we see someone who put themselves out of the door, and right now they are crying or they're desperate because they are out of the door. Obviously, this is something that they might have caused, or overall something that they decided not to fight for, which is almost the same thing. And so what we see here is someone who doesn't want to lose this, doesn't want to move on without you, without perhaps giving this another chance. But obviously, relationships, any kind of partnership is made of two people. And here we have to see how you feel about the situation to know if there is even a slight possibility for this to be reconsidered. But right now, all we see is someone coming back. And honestly, from what I see here with death right there, is someone who will look different in your eyes. There is definitely a spiritual change, but also I see a physical change. This person might have lost weight or gained weight. There is something right here which is different about them. It could be something little, such a haircut, or something bigger. Obviously, this person is not doing well without you, not in this situation. And this might come as a shocker for you because when they left, I do believe that they were certain, they were maybe even very rude, very mean, but right now they just don't see themselves in those actions anymore. Now, in your past position, we have the World, and we have that time where maybe you thought that this was going to last forever. With the World, at some point in the past, with this person, you felt complete. You felt as though the two of you got along so well together. There were so many things that you loved about them and that you loved about you whenever you were with them. You felt very much connected with this person. It's clear with this card. And you also thought, you know what? If we're going to ever have any sort of issue, communication is good. We are going to solve it. We're going to resolve any issue and keep going because maybe we're meant to be together. There is some destiny thoughts in this card right here. And the fact that the situation has transformed into in the way that it has, it might be very surprising for you, very hurtful as well, because this is how you felt in the past. This new start with someone who maybe you thought at that point that was going to be by your side forever, for the rest of your life. And so right here, that happy ending that you thought it was going to happen between the two of you unfortunately didn't. Or did it? We see that maybe this is just a chapter depending on what you want at the moment. And so what is your focus at this moment in time? In your focus position, 2 of Cups. So you are still open to love. You are wanting to find someone who could really be that passionate and devoted lover that you absolutely deserve. But at the same time, this has hurt you a little bit. Now you don't know if it even makes sense to get to know someone new, to go through this process again, where you've seen that unfortunate things too often, don't work out. So you're thinking, where does all that work go? Why do I always put myself through these situations, maybe always with the wrong people, and then end up in the same outcome that it's definitely not something that I wanted and not something that I deserve, not after all the energy and love that I put into this. But regardless of your logic, regardless of your analysis of the situation right now, your heart is speaking volumes and it's still saying, I still want to love. You have so much love inside of you, Sagittarius. So much, and it's just fair that you find someone who you can share that with. Don't feel that because it hasn't worked out in the past, it's never going to work out in your life, because these are just standalone experiences. And this is not the end of your love experience until you say that it's the end, until you give up. So right here, we see that you focus on this, or you deep down want this fire and passion, and that maybe it is coming your way from what we see right here with the Ace of Wands. So we will see how the situation is going to evolve. In your strength position, in fact, the Star. Keep in mind that when we see this card, the hard times, the hard moments have passed. Right here, the Star is saying, you know what, Sagittarius, you have suffered enough. Right now, it's time for you to have some luck, to find the right people, or to have the people who betrayed you in the past understanding things that they should have understood at that time. Right here, it feels like this energy, especially with all these major arcana, it's just being sent by the universe. It's something that the two of you right now are out of control, and that you have to have into your environment in order to bring back balance. And so right here with the Star, what is your strength? Your strength is still having hope for things to really turn out in your favor. Right here, you have a wish that soon it's going to be granted. And my advice here is to keep the wish very general. Don't be too specific in terms of who is going to do or say certain things, when that it's going to happen. Keep it open. And not because it's not going to happen as you want it to happen, but because sometimes we create those requirements and we use them as checkpoints. And if on that specific day, at that specific time, something hasn't happened, or a message, for example, hasn't come in, now we start thinking, see, this doesn't work. I'm not destined for happiness. So just keep it open. And with the star, you have to have that feeling inside of you, that thought that makes you feel as though, you know what, whatever will be, I'll be happy. Something beautiful is coming towards me. And in fact, something beautiful is coming towards you. Supporting this message, temperance. Be patient, because what's coming towards you, it's going to be much better than what you initially hoped for. Temperance really asks you to consider and look into what you are focusing on right now. You have to bring serenity. You have to bring harmony into your life, because with this new beginning right here, you're going to have a lot of passion and definitely a very important decision to make. Now, we have to see if this new beginning is related to this person from the past or someone new. But overall, you want to have that harmony within you. That's always very important. Right before you are presented with something that you really want, really wish for. And mainly because sometimes when that happens and we are not balanced, we do things or say things that at the end of it all just sabotage the whole situation. So here, make sure to feel good about yourself, Sagittarius, because you have a lot to offer. You are enough. You're beautiful, and anyone would be lucky to be with you. And so definitely the more I'm looking into the message, the more I fear that this person's behavior has impacted your self-esteem a little bit. And no one could blame you for that. It's not easy to go through that, thinking that this person was going to be there supporting you and you supporting them, and then they behave like this. It makes you feel a whole bunch of things inside. But right here, real love and a new beginning is coming your way. So be prepared before this comes in so that you can approach it and handle it the best way possible. So we keep talking about what's coming towards you, and we see it in that position here with the Ace of Wands. First of all, we have an ace, a new beginning. Aces always change the landscape around you completely. So the situation as you know it, it's going to transform. And this is going to be a spark. It's going to give you that motivation again. It's going to make you feel confident. And I do see here someone who all of a sudden says, you know what? Enough of this weight, enough of the situation as it has been up to this point. Now I'm going to go for it. There is someone here coming in, and it can be a surprise for you. I see them being bold and taking that first step, which is just the beginning of a journey filled with passion and fire. Absolutely what you perhaps were hoping for up there. We see this Empress right here. Get ready to feel super loved, to feel as someone who really has everything that anyone could wish for. With the Empress, you are really validated and loved by another person who right now will embody everything that you're looking for. So let's see what this Ace of Wands is going to be about. I want to see who is coming in with that energy. Is it this person from the past, or is it going to be someone new? How is this situation going to evolve and impact your overall future? Let's see what you should expect coming up for you very soon in your near future. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Sagittarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. And also, don't forget that every week, I randomly select viewers who I watch the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius, and thank you so much for deciding to support the channel. I really appreciate that. Now, what we see here in this situation is a brand new change. Look at that, a brand new chapter with judgment. Someone who's realizing that they might have been a coward. They might have acted in a way that not only made you suffer and hurt you, but now they realize that they're hurting themselves as well, and that they have sabotaged a opportunity which could have really brought them a lot of happiness, something that maybe they were destined for, a gift from the universe which they just threw out and didn't care for. So this is definitely a heavy energy for them as well. Now, when I was putting down the deck here, I've seen the sun right there at the bottom of it. And this really, it's making me think that what's coming up for you is going to be a happy chapter. Of course, we want to look into the details, but suffice it to say that what comes towards you, it's going to be the reward for everything that this person has put you through. We want to understand if this is related to this person from the past, someone new, who's bringing it to you, and what you should expect in the near future. Let's see what that Ace of Wands is about. Let's clarify it together with the Empress. Okay. Yeah. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and that choice that you have to make. Guess who this is? Right here, one